What's going on, YouTube? It's Coop here to give you another countdown show here for a couple of things. We got Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2, Episode 7 happening today. Also, WWE NXT is going to be happening as well. MLB Baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays will be taking on the Boston Red Sox. So if it's your first time here, make sure you push that subscribe button, push the thumbs up, and push the bell notification whenever we go live so you guys can join the live streams like we're doing today. All right, let me just quickly get my thumbnails here, and we'll be good to go. I am starting to pitch. Let's get it going.
Cooper Harrison, a rising star, continues his professional journey again today. This crowd is eager to see what he can do. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. And the starter for Toronto, Cooper Harrison. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ready.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
First pitch, 107.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Turner now. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. Liner caught at second. One pitch and one out.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
So now with one away and a man at second, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. That's a ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's out to center field. And that's a base hit. Thomas whips it in quickly as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Here's Nolan Gorman.
Oh, that's low.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
That's not even where I wanted to pitch it to.
His 14th
Oh my God.
of the year. And the Phillies take the lead. It's 3-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Zach McKinstry stands in for the Phillies. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Play is made, 2 out.
The catcher, number 13, Rafael Marchand.
2 out, space is empty. Now here is Rafael Marchand. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Hit hard, base hit. So a 2 out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7.
And now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. In the dirt, throws to second, safe, he beats it. And now a man into scoring position. The 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
He swings and fouls one off. Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt, blocked to second, and he's just back in time. He was thinking about third there, no doubt. 3-2 now. Right side, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball, left side to Young. Off balance throw, in time. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, play to end the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead on to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies 3, and the Blue Jays coming up. Back here at Rogers Center, on now to the top half of inning number 2. David Fry stands in for the Phillies. That one the other way. One up, one down.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Kike.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And that drops in for a strike. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tied up here in the early going. Sit down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. So the Philly batting order turns over. So Harper stands in. Led off the game with a double in his first at bat and later scored.
That's a ball.
Outside low, ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good.
Oh, he can't squeeze it. Still able to fire over. Harper retired. Home half of the second inning coming up. It's 3-3. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Cooper Harrison.
34, Cooper
Harrison matched a homer in his last game.
That's out.
Late on that fastball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting 9, the catcher, Joda.
Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. In the air, right field. And a quick out, number one.
Up next,
and here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
That's outside.
Harrison wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. And the 1-0. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Thomas under it. And there's two down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman,
Nolan Gorman digs in now. He's already homered here in this one.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Whoa, that's
Gorman
down.
batting in the cleanup spot. He joined the team as a free agent. Can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, Zach McKinstry.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And that's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. Harrison looking to recover after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, one on, no outs, and the pitcher's job now is controlling the situation. Focus on this next hitter and move on. Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. In to score from first. 4-3. They take the lead. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Justin Crawford now at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And it's 1-1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Headed for the plate. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Fry in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That one ripped, but foul. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Kike Hernandez at the plate.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they're up by 3. Here comes the
That was the worst game I've ever played. Go figure. As soon as I start streaming, I do the worst frickin' baseball pitching I've ever had so far. Although fucking those guys kept hitting everything I threw at him. So obviously my guy was having an off night.
The designated hitter, number 34, Cooper DAREDEVIL.
Ball 1, no strikes. Man at second. And a swing and a miss.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Harrison steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boo, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this. Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Jonah Heim.
The catcher, Jonah Heim.
2 on, 1 out. Runner takes off. Gorman tags the runner. On to first, double play. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Blue Jays 5. So up next, Cooper Harrison.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Slings to first in time.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Jonah.
So runner at second, 2 down. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Soto is just 1 strike away. Now a pop-up on the infield. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies even this series up in a game apiece.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
De estar picando por la plaza, amor. Quiero comerme un desayuno ahí en tu casa. Dile a quién fue quien cocinó sin el sazón que no.
As I sit in my b-boy stance with flip-flops and socks and sweatpants, I'm finna enhance your brain. Check it out. Once upon a time, not long ago, when the player from the point didn't have no flow. He hit me from my tennis shoes, walking to the store, caught up nigga slipping, but now I lay it to the flow just like carbon. Cause I got the heat in my baby mama name now. Never bragging just to say not. Even when I was a younger lad, I learned my lesson. Never talk to strangers in the trap and answer questions.
The Pope and the scopes got us under the scope, but for unknown reasons, cause we don't sell that you distribute. We don't contribute to your clandestine activity. My soliloquy may be hard for some to swallow, but so is car liver oil. You went behind my back like Ludo when he cut up all the oil. 2 things I hate, lies and things they make my blood boil, but what constricted on my soul that they call.
but it only took 30 minutes to take it. Cut that crow clean up, I did. But I did so now safely. Don't want no for no rage.
Yeah, we take no like stopped up commodes. Gotta collect call, they done locked up my road. Low, hit me in the left ventral cold. We won't be able to ride out to 2004.
But not for long, cause we got a better third trying to take your other people.
Cooper Harrison, the next to hit.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak. Boog, we're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Strike 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Over to first, got the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, CJ Stubbs.
Harrison blocks in, trying to turn momentum back in their favor. This is who they want up there to do it.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes one swing to change the tone. This at bat could be that moment.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it, and that's going to roll to the wall. And he starts the bottom of the 6th with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And here's the catcher, CJ Stubbs. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. He's trying for third. That one kicks away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Here's a 2-2. Makes the catch. One down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Nathan Lucas getting ready to hit. One away with a runner at third. On the ground. Turner with the throw to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter number 34, Cooper Harrison.
Ball, that pitch is up.
The Phillies leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Hey.
Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So 2 down. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Number 25, Anthony Santander.
Alexander is just 1 strike away. To the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Harrison did well despite the loss.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Cooper Harrison, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. One down. Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit.
Keeschel.
The 0-1. In the air, left field. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Cooper Harrison.
This one in the air, center field. Outman should have this one. One away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Joda.
Runner at second here, one gone.
Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 34, Cooper Harrison.
And there's a foul ball. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball two.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The count 2-1.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. The relay throw. The tag out.
I don't think he got a great read and or jump as he was trying to score from second on that one. Nice execution by the defense. Come up throwing, hit the relay man, and then onto the plate. Beautiful example of a well-executed play.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jonah Heim next up for the Blue Jays. Harrison stands at second with 2 gone. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt, blocked. And he steals third without a throw. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. One left for Toronto, but they lead it 1-0. Vic Caratini at the plate.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field and a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Harrison stepping in now. The inning's been quiet, but a chance here to turn up the volume.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
Harrison, just 19 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2025. Left field, Gillen on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. Inning over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 2-1. One out. Runner at second. Here's Orlando Arcia. So the tying run at second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He'll score. It's 2-2.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Harrison stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would erupt.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're...
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. 2 on, 1 out. Base hit into center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Blue Jays walk it off and win it 3-2.
So you come into the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extras, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Schaffel. Thanks for joining us.
So let's do some.
Here's Orlando
Batting
Arcia.
seventh, the second baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Jenkins gets his lead at first, nobody out. There's a line drive to left field. That's a hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Batting eighth, the
Solid
shortstop,
swing from
James
start to end. On time with
Freeman.
everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Harrison steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boo, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
Fouls away the first offering. Late on that fastball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing.
On the ground. Sends it over to Sheets, but they cut it to one as the run comes in. No outs, runner at first. Down the number 2 hitter, Byron Buxton.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. And he's got no chance. He's out.
I mean, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Harrison steps in. Pitcher's been gliding through this lineup, barely breaking a sweat.
Yeah, it's time to put the brakes on that cruise control. Just have to stay patient, wait for a pitch in the zone, and drive it.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. No question about this one. It's out of here. He leaves the yard to right, and they cut into the deficit.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets them off, and gets the home run. So I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
High fly ball, right field. And there's two away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Joda.
And here's Alex Jackson.
The catcher,
Hoffman working for the 50th time this season. A former first-round pick back in 2014. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Strom is just one strike away. This one in the air, center field. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins even this series up in a game apiece. Harrison had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came off. Even though he couldn't lift them to a win, he really made an impact. Great job in this one.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like Ryan E, me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Mare, Ghost and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. Already classic before you heard it. The spoiler was on my feature verses. I lined it up kinda perfect and then I hurled it. Rhymes in my mind's like pearls and oysters. Boss of bosses, Morpheus on my... The illest style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out the starts. So let the start. Turn the light switch off. Drive a block, switch cars. Toss a face mask and gloves. Pulled another.
Cooper Harrison, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today?
A champion. Ain't nothing that can't be done.
It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Bottom of the second. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Cooper Harrison.
Cooper Harrison.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Harrison with a homer in his last game.
All right, make it
That's hard hit in the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Batting ninth.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Runner at scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. He's trying for third. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Gets him to chase after that one. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. This one lifted in the air, left field. Jenkins under it. He's got it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Jonah.
Harrison digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
Harrison matched a homer in his last game.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And that one ripped to left. Out number 2. So 2 down. And now it's going to be Daniel Schneemann. The Twins down to their final strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's going to be Luke Keeschel. This could end it. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Duran is just 1 strike away. This one in the air, right field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Harrison managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
come on, y'all. Stand up, let's go.
Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago Cubs. My folks, John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. And so you're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good, situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Leading off tonight, the third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Bregman with a homer in his last game. Breaks his bat, pops it up. Fires over to Guerrero. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Now the number 2 hitter, Lars Nootbaar. On a line out towards center. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Suzuki.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Makes a sliding stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. We played an inning, no score. Harrison digs in. He's up against an 85-plus rated arm, which basically means good luck.
Yeah, Boog, if he reaches base here, somebody better start checking for controller cheats.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. The 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Cubs nothing. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Bottom of the second. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Number 4, Pete.
The Jays could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Sliced hard but foul. Crow Armstrong with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That's a ball.
Ground ball left side. A dive. He's got it. Nicely done for the out.
A quick move to his left. Fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. There's a strike. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-1. That's a little bit low. Pitch misses there. 3-1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Nico Horner will come up to hit.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
In the air to left center. And that's the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Spit fire to the day I retire. Yeah. Dudes need to get your minds right, get your rhymes tight, cause you ain't spitting fire. Not at all.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Kelly matched a homer in his last game. Harrison, in his rookie season, just 19 years old. And he was born in Canada.
Nope, that's inside.
Off the mark there. Ball 3. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game at the plate. B.J. Murray Jr. didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. That one ripped, but foul. And he'll shoot. Out to short, Jimenez. Off balance feet, there's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nope, that's a ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And Swanson will take his base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Harrison back at it. You give free passes, things can spiral, Singy.
Yeah, this is a mental reset moment. Forget the last 2 hitters and lock in right here.
Swanson off of first with 2 away. Grounds one to short. Jimenez throws to first in time, and they get Bregman for the out, and that ends the inning. Cubs lead one, still down 3-0.
Politics in the culture, I see it all with the mind of Minota. Photographic, the streets is tragic. Cosmic blacks disappear like magic. Come on now.
It is the batter, number 34, designated hitter, Cooper Harrison.
Nope.
Base hit center field, and that's a 1-out single.
Nice shot, nice shot.
That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jonah Heim next up in the blue. Quick move to first. Low throw, and it gets by. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out.
Well, I'd say a little anxious over there at first. Really quick feet by the pitcher to get it over quickly to the first baseman. And then after that, pretty much a dead duck.
Bottom four, Lars Nootbaar has one of the top averages in the league, Singy. That bat's got more hits than a summer playlist.
Pitchers are looking around like, can someone unplug this guy?
Yeah, Singy, he's turning BP into a lifestyle.
I mean, pitchers are calling their parents after games just to decompress.
And it stays fair. And a good start to the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Suzuki takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Got him swinging. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Pete Crow Armstrong down. His dad, Matt, grew up a huge Cubs fan and passed that fandom along to PCA. When Pete was a young kid, he'd either have his dad take him out back to play baseball, or he'd put him in front of the TV and watch the Kerry Wood 20 strikeout game from 1998. Nice grab. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Ain't no stress.
No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Cubs nothing. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Back in the fall. I'm ready for real. Harrison back at it, working with the lead.
Yeah, the scoreboard favors him, so can't give this offense a reason to believe, Boone. It's about keeping momentum. Get ahead, stay ahead. You know, these Cubs just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 0-2 now. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Nico Horner. That one missed. Horner with some impressive production lately. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That one felt good. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Well, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame. Ball.
Strike 2. On the ground. And it goes just foul. The 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boone. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
B.J. Murray Jr., the next Cub to hit. There's the strike. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. That's ripped. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Swanson digs in. In there for strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Foul off down the right side. 2 on, 1 out. Nice stop from his backside. Here's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. 5 innings complete. Harrison stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Mason Fluharty.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Harrison now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And it's quickly 0-0. the designated hitter. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first, 2 away.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the catcher, Jonah Hines.
Back here at Wrigley Field, on to the bottom of the 10th. Lars Nootbaar digs in now. Man at second. In the air, right field. Barger on his way over. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags and goes to third.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Harrison locks in, ducks on the pond, and this guy's got a flair for the dramatic. They might want to cue up the slow-mo replay in the truck.
Yeah, Boog, the only thing missing is the movie soundtrack. Let's see if he delivers the Hollywood ending.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike one. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Popped in the air. Left field. Nootbaar gets under it. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy can...
We're in extras here. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Miguel Amaya.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
That one lifted to left. Stubbs has a beat on it. And there's 1 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nisha.
Here at Wrigley Field, on to extra innings. There's Lane Thomas now. Runner edges away at second. He's trying for third. No throw. He steals third easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The relay, not in time. He beat it, and they got the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
So 2 down. Lars Nootbaar, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game 1 of the series on the road. Harrison managed to keep the hitting streak alive. Just 1 hit in 5 at-bats.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
They want to do it like me.
mail of likes, I ignore them. Your curated playlist, I always hated what you like. To your false economy, I let the market decide. To your false economy, I let the market decide. To your false economy, I let the market decide. To your false economy, I let the market decide.
Back here at Wrigley Field, and now for the Jays, Cooper Harrison.
Ball, that's high. That's a ball. Hey.
Right through there for a strike. And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Harrison.
Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. Blue Jays held in check. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in, a base hit here could shift the 5. They're just one swing away from changing the rhythm of this ball game.
Yeah, Boog, that's the beauty of baseball. You always have a chance if you've got a player like this to lead off the inning.
And a foul ball.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. One gone, runner at first. And next for Toronto, Cooper Harrison. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up. No, he's really working him away this at-bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The tying run at the plate and fouled off.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Tying run at the plate. On the ground to first. Bush toss to second, and that's a double play to end it. Harrison had a rough go of it in the legs. Struck out 3 times for the hat trick.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
much colder than before.
Harrison digging in, big-time pitcher, so he better have a plan, Siggy. Otherwise, it's a short trip.
Yeah, Boogie's just got to pick a pitch and go. No guessing, no hesitation.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No stroke. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Harrison digs in, reigning Cy Young winner on the mound. No doubt these hitters know who they're dealing with today.
Yeah, and you can't just try to survive. You've got to find a way to be aggressive without getting greedy.
Foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 3-1. And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Step off, throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. This one in the air. And he makes the catch.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Ernie Clement will hit next. Tapped softly on the ground. Murray. And that is the third out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Michael Bush. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Lead runner around second. In there safely.
He was all over that one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, one away. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The 0-2. Cut on and missed. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. So up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. And there's a hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in, and he's out easily.
Boog, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
So up next for Toronto, Cooper Harrison. 0 for 3 in this one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Santillan, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Thomas has a beat on it, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Harrison with a less than great game in this one.
Devil didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
I'm in Bottega Veneta, waffling a stitch on a sweater, parakeet green on the letters. I don't be rocking no butters. If you see me booted, it's Mason Margiela. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef when the farmer and Hyoko dispatch it, I got no vendettas. I'm doing numbers like stars at the Mecca and Issei Miyake, I flooded Tribeca. Tryna save room for my dinner, but I'd have been touching more bread than a champion at checkers. I crave all the pressure, they cave under pressure, the difference is clear. Aim is a target in over a year. I bet you could tell by this Rick Owens tactical gear. Yeah, I got remarkable range. Midas put fingers to fangs, and also the mains, so only the molars remain. I pick up a couple of chains, I bust on the plane, examine the different terrains. They used to just be in my brain, my love for the game, but now I can feel it in veins, yeah. Came from the sediment, so dead on my name, it's irrelevant. Money been calling my minutes unlimited, talking much louder than negative sentiment. Blood on my 90s, they matching the vitamins. Late to the session, I pull up in Revenant, hop in the booth of my demons, I let them in. They want the future, so we had to get them in. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef from the farm, ain't here, got a stash that I got no vendettas. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef from the farm, ain't here, got a stash that I got no vendettas. Yeah, Cartier frames, I'm Professor Frank. Think I picked Chicago for school, I really just wanted to flex in the mint. I take a trip to re-up on my ink. I'm on a plane in the beater and lanes. Call up an Uber, I stop at the corner, I probably won't flooded at the brains. Armor no chinks, chain mail every week. Stern up Bojangles, I keep a 3-piece. Throw me in a couple of beats, I send back the gas, it's nothing to me. They get to the record and make it Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef on the farmer and he'll go to special, I got no vendettas. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef on the farmer and he'll go to special, I got no vendettas.
Back outside, riding my whip and Rodeo Drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo Bank. Stay in your lane down 4 and 5. Big step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gonna lie.
Cooper Harrison looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. Mason Wynn now at the plate.
Shortstop, number 0, Mason Wynn.
That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow, what a play.
Didn't look like he had a great read off the bat, but recovered, got to a nice angle, put himself in a position to make a nice leaping catch right there.
One out, runner at second. Harrison, the next to hit.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Really interesting to see him continue his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Man at second. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Joda Hines.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. The Blue Jays would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. 2-2 now. Line drive. Could be extra bases.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 34, Cooper Harrington.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Blake Dunn coming into the game now as the injury replacement. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Base hit, left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Harrison goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 19 years old, and he was born in Canada. Foul ball. Clement off of first with 2 away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ripped on a line to center. Scott on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Cardinals nothing. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. Victor Scott will hit next.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor Scott, the second.
Man on second, 2 down. That one lifted to left. Harrison turns to the right on the move. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. This is Willie Castro.
The third baseman, number 3, Willie Castro.
Duran is just 1 strike away. Ground ball right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Harrison had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
Well, at least they got the win, dude. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
Never gonna lose and I'm winning again. Give me my ring, champion teams are back to back, back to back. Blasting off my education was scholastic. Threw me to the bottom, then I bounced back like elastic. Baby, I'm the new Americana. Call me Captain Got some Steve's, Jason Rogers. There's my neighbors in my mansion.
You swiping, boy. Head on, boy. Swiping, boy. I'm still putting in my apple juice. I got no excuse. I'm sad. Don't make me choose, 'cause it won't be you. I got no excuse. I'm bad. Ask anyone who knows me, tell me not to, and I only do it again and again. Times 10. So
the rookie DH, Cooper Harrison.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Harrison with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
That one missed. Tied up here in the early going. That one's in there. That's strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fights it off, he'll see another. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Moore moving under this one. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. All tied 1-1.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter number 34, Cooper Harrison.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. In the air, left side. Moore has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, with just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jonah Heim digs in now. The winning run on second base. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
So what's the win without a comeback? So what's the win without a comeback? Hustling every day to win.
We're in extras here. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. In the air, left field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away. So 2 down. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger. On the ground, right side, and that's a fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Into center. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. The run scores from second, and again, we are tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there, he doesn't try to do too much.
Back here at Rogers Center, on to the bottom of the 14th. Lane Thomas getting ready to hit.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that's a base hit. Throw comes in, and the winning run stops 90 feet from home. Nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And he grounds one to the right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. He decides to eat it, and now they have runners at the corners.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Lane Thomas.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
The Blue Jays down to their final strike. In the air, left side. Moore should have this one. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals slug their way to a win in this one. Harrison with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I know the power player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Simply unbeatable, that's just my ethos. Characteristics, I'm little amigos. Bougie, I can't speak my lingo, but no, I stay hitting like local.
When the silence meets the sound, beckoning from underground, you're invited, there's no waiting. Pick a piece up off the floor. What is lost is never found. When your lover comes around, I'm on fire, baby, please me too. Burn your house down just for you. Falling fast, call me capable at last. I'm awakening after running of your past. Call the card, call the shot. Call me everything you're not. Time to see it, say your witching ways and stitched up days. You let tattoo